evening to everyone present here. It is indeed a matter of immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the 132nd online interactive session, which is also the 104th Leadership Development Program by Corporate Mentor, organized by Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. I extend my heartful greetings to our esteemed Honorable guest speaker for the day, Mr. Anurag Singh, Sir. Honorable Senior Professor Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh Sir, Honorable Director of the College Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma Sir, respected Registrar Dr. R.S. Singh Sir, respected faculty members, and my dear fellow students. I, Ivanshi, a proud student of BBA batch 2023 to 2026 at DSPSR, feel deeply honored to stand before you today. DSPSR has always been committed to academic excellence, industry integration, and holistic student development. And today's session stands as yet another testament to that meaningful journey. To commence this session on an auspicious note, let us now take part in the symbolic ritual of lighting the virtual lamp. This act represents the removal of darkness and the ushering in of wisdom and enlightenment. May the flame of knowledge guide us toward clarity, confidence, and success in the days ahead. Now, I kindly request Arun sir to play the virtual lamp lighting video.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शुभं भवतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते.
Thank you, sir. Now it is my great honor to welcome our distinguished speaker for today, Mr. Anurag Singh, sir, General Manager at Hungry and Thirsty Foods Private Limited. Mr. Anurag sir is a hospitality professional with over 16 years of extensive experience across multinational restaurant brands and international hotel chains. He has successfully managed large scale operations, projects, and teams with creativity, efficiency, and strategic vision. His leadership journey, which includes significant roles in UAE based hospitality groups and now at Hungry and Thirsty Foods Private Limited, reflects his commitment to operational excellence, innovation, and professional integrity. Throughout his career, Sir has demonstrated exemplary problem solving, communication, and people management skills, values that are truly essential for the next generation of leaders. On behalf of DSPSR, I warmly welcome you, sir, and we are truly looking forward to gaining valuable insights from your rich professional experience and wisdom. Now we are equally privileged to have as our moderator today Ms. Tanisha, a dedicated and enthusiastic student of the BCA batch 2024 to 2028 at DSPSR. She has been an active participant in various academic and co curricular initiatives and continues to exemplify the spirit of learning, confidence, and leadership that DSPSR nurtures in all its students. On behalf of DSPSR, I warmly welcome you, Ms. Tanisha, and we are delighted to have you moderate today's interactive session.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Ms. Ivanshi. It is our privilege to welcome you, Mr. Anurag sir, to the 132nd online interactive session. We are truly honored to have you today. I'm certain that your insights will make this session not only highly engaging for the students, but also enriching for everyone present here. To make this session more interactive and beneficial for our students, I would like to ask you some questions focused on student development, career, youth, and opportunities. Shall I start, sir?
Yes.
So my first question is, Could you please share with us how your journey in the hospitality industry began?
All right. First of all, good evening, everyone. Uh, it's my esteemed pleasure to be a part of your an online session with the DSPSR team, faculty members, and dear students. Um, Anurag, I generally started my career in the year 2009, where I felt for the hospitality industry in the year 2008 and 7 that I should be looking into my career opportunity in the hospitality industry. It was all just because of my travel experience and the recent travel which I did during that period to Calcutta. From there, I gained a lot of enthusiasm to join this industry. Uh, it was a fascination that how a good meal and a genuine speaking or a genuine touch of a service can always transform someone's day. So that's where I started falling in towards the hospitality industry. And I began my journey in hospitality industry from the entry level. That was in 2009, just right after the recession period. I started in Goa with Park Hyatt Goa. It was one of the luxurious brand from Hyatt groups of hotel from US, and closely working with the team members, with the mentors who were there around me, learning in every bit of an aspect in the work life, in the system life, whatever was there, whichever knowledge I could gain with them, I started gaining it, and that all small experience, small learning, small you can say being wrong at our work. All those small things give me a lot of confidence to improvise where I can improve the things and how I can improvise someone else when they are coming in a mistake. That's where I had the love for the hospitality industry.
That was very informative, sir. So, my next question is that what inspired you to pursue a career in hospitality and restaurant management?
See, the most inspiring part of the hospitality industry was the dynamic nature of this industry itself. It is one of the few industry which I believe has given a platform at that point of a time period of 2008, 2009. Uh, creativity, a creativity was given at that time. So if you see in your general days, you go to any restaurant or you when you scroll through social media, you see a lot of new things are coming up in the food market. Something different is coming up. Like if Delhi people, how they know a vada pav lady over there, right? So similarly, like this, 2000 post that recession period, there was a lot of creativity was coming in. The business strategy was changing. The human, those who were coming and working in this industry, they were changing and ready to adapt the new things. So all those things were there, which allowed us to think little out of the box. Those things were which was something very different over there, and that consistency which we used to get from our leaders at that time, that was the main thing which always kept us growing, kept us trying something new. And whatever mistake we used to do, we don't used to get demotivated, but we always used to get motivated, find out uh, the loopholes what we were doing, and then we used to redevelop it. So that's where the career in the hospitality was more inspired in our life.
So, that was very insightful. So, my next question is that how did your international exposure in the UAE shape your leadership approach?
See, my experience in UAE is for almost 8 years in a stretch. Uh, Over there, it was very different. Entire, you can say the entire environment was different. The way we were here in India, the way we are here in India, the way the people are there in UAE was completely different. The best part for the UAE was the way that that city, actually that country is running with their kingdom leadership. They
Mm.
are quite focused on how we can bring the sustainability in improving the food quality, in improving the consumer who is having that. So there are a lot of small things in UAE which is not allowed, which is completely allowed in India, that is completely not allowed in UAE. So all those things used all of a sudden from an Indian market, when you go to a UAE market, you have to adapt all those things very quickly. If you don't adopt, there are fines, a lot of checking is happening in UAE. And if you don't withstand with their set parameters, then your restaurant get closes, you get a warning, you can be deported. So all these fears was there, not just to be afraid and just to have a setback, but to learn and improvise the thing, whosoever are coming from wherever they are coming, whether it is the Philippines, whether it was a Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Nepali, the multicultural open heart environment over there in UAE. You have to make each and every one of them learn those things. So these things also gave us a confidence that we can always talk to someone who is ready to understand English, who is not ready to understand English. So it used to give us a lot of confidence to when you used to multitask with the other community, other language, other type of people with a mindset. So all those things were there which guided me a lot, where I can improvise myself, how I have to speak, how I can approach with the people, and how I have to make them in one team and work onto one goal.
So, sir, based on this question only, I would like to ask that what are the key skills that help you grow from an entry level role to the position of a general manager?
See, the most defining moment in my career was in UAE, where I was transferred from a managerial position of one place into a multi-unit manager. So when I got an opportunity to look into a different parts and different business opportunity which our company was running basically. So that was one of the best movement which I had in my life, where I got an opportunity to look into a, instead of 10 number of team, I got a number of 50 people of a team, 50 different type of a mindset, 50 different type of thought process. Everything has to be compiled, where I have to understand if I have to move one person to one place to another, how I could do it to improvise the thing. So those were the things which I learned in UAE. Then how I can empower my team. If you are saying something which is looking okay, fine, it is quite beneficial for my company. I give you authority, you do it. Whatever mistake is there, it's my responsibility. Staff was also quite happy. They were motivated. They were ready to put out their points, what they used to feel. That's where I think that my journey shifted from just in a managerial position to in a leadership position from there.
So, sir, as a general manager, how do you motivate and lead large and diverse teams?
See, the key skill which that helped me to grow to a current position of a general manager was the entry level position where I started. So over there, I had a lot of mix of operational challenges. A lot of different people were there. When I started in Goa, it was quite difficult over there to speak Konkani, a little bit touch of that Marathi. But all those things, when I started learning with the people who were around me, they supported me once. Similarly, from Goa, I came to Gurgaon. That was year 2012. It was a complete difference for me. The way the Goan were talking, the way the Gurgaon Haryanvi people were talking that time, it was a quite different for me altogether. So from there, then I moved to Chennai, again a new diversified place. I kept on moving. I kept on discussing, talking to new people, different languages, different cultural people. That guided me one thing, that I can try to learn from everyone. That was the most important thing. When I used to learn from everyone, then whenever I used to get these people in one place, I used to be able to communicate with all of them in one way, so that all of them understand one thing. They all should focus on one goal, how we can improvise to reach to our goal. To reach to that goal, what we can learn and what we can enhance ourselves, how we can enhance our skills to grow for further. So that's where the thing, the most helping thing was my team members and the various guests whom we used to communicate in terms of the global Globally, the guests used to come around. We used to speak to them during the operations. So they also used to give us a lot of new ideas. What's happening in London? What's happening in New York? What's happening in Austria? So those things also we used to take into consideration and we used to adapt in our life.
That was very insightful, sir. Moving on to the next question, what are the most important leadership qualities you expect in a future manager?
See, the most important quality which a person can always expect in the future manager, in whichever segment you are working for, is only
Yes,
one
sir.
thing, that is that manager should have a capability of listening, not a capacity of a hearing. If he hears, then he spoil his entire team. But if he listen and then he react based on his listening and understanding, that time that manager will always take a decision which will be in the beneficial segment of a organization. That's what I always believe. That rather than hearing, rather than talking, you should listen more, use it, rethink about it, and then decide what you have to do. That is one important thing which I believe.
Sir, can you share an example of a time when you had to take a tough managerial decision?
See, a tough managerial decision was taken in UAE when I was recently promoted over there for a multi-unit manager. Uh, so there is a particular period in UAE, that is the summer period, which is a quite peak period, and it's a very low in the hospitality business in UAE. So there was one of our small store, small restaurant outlets, which was in the outskirt of the UAE. So we were thinking to close it down for 4 to 6 months, and either the staff can go on a vacation or but unpaid vacation, or we can accommodate them somewhere. And there was a fear factor among the team members that company is saying that they are going to renovate, change, adapt, and they are saying to go on vacation, no salary. So definitely our job is on a toss. So people were very afraid of it. They were started looking into jumping onto or hopping onto a new job. But as this entire period was a very dull period in the UAE market, so we told them, we brought them in a confidence. You don't have to worry. Please go. Those who want to go for vacation, please go. No harm. We are not going to sack you. We are definitely having you with us. And we try to adapt some of them in our other outlets of Abu Dhabi and Dubai and Sharjah, so that there should be a little bit of a confidence left in the team member. So that was one of the most important things, that to bifurcate that who will be there in the store and who will be going on a vacation, and then who will be on a vacation without the salary. So that was a very challenging part. So there were a lot of people who I saw them having a tears in their eyes, but they were not able to burst it out properly. But yes, it was little disheartening.
So that was very challenging. I
It
so
was.
my next question is that how do you handle high pressure situations or conflicts within a team?
See, high pressure situation and a conflict is a very common scenario in this industry. Plus, in any industry where we are working, because there are a lot of mindset is running around, lot of thought process is going around in all different type of minds. Uh, there can be a lot of agreement and disagreement on a certain things. That is always a part of it. And when we used to find it in our hospitality industry, when I used to see, we observe people, we see how they are smiling, how they are, understand that okay, fine, there is some sort of a conflict is gonna to come up. Before it comes up, let's summarize with them, let's sit with them, let's take them out, or just move them out from one place to another place for 2 days, let their mind get refreshed. And once it's refreshed, then okay, fine, come back again. So all these small things, you have to do it. A lot of mind reading, a lot of people understanding, a lot of questioning other people, how are you, what is happening, how's thing, did you had your food, no food, when you came, when you didn't came, all this thing comes out like that. So instead of it get burst out in the restaurant where you have a customer, where you have a guest, where you have a situation to be cool and calm, rather than bursting it out, we used to understand it little bit earlier and we solve it easily.
So, I have one question, like, personally, like, how do you encourage creativity and innovation among your team members?
See, in my experience, in hospitality industry, the most important creativity is always coming from the kitchen side. The maximum creativity which you will see around the entire globe always comes from the kitchen side. So they basically do a lot of different things. We all look into a lot of different places, whether it can be a China, whether it can be a Korea, it can be a Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, all these different cities, different countries, different Arabic culture, the Arabic cuisines. We always look into it and we grab some of the other things and then we try to cultivate with our cuisines. So whichever cuisine we are working on, we always try to see that okay, fine. If we change the authenticity of serving it rather than its authentic way, we just bring a modernized way. So this will be something which will be very unique, which will be very different. That can be a talk of a show in the city. Let's try to do it. And when I was in Chennai in 2013, 2015, my owner who was there, Mr. Amit Mehtane for Park Chennai, he was a hospitality background guy, but he was more of an Indonesia, Malaysia, Bali, all this area. He used to explore a lot. He used to explore a lot, and whenever he used to come back from those places, he used to bring some new creativity. He used to bring some different idea. We will cook it like this. We will present it like this, and those things were very different. It has a lot of flavors, different touch. It is the same old thing, but in a new way. All those things was there, which always gives us an encouraging encouragement of bringing the creativity. And currently, also, we are asking all the team members that whatever best you can try to bring in, what you like, what you feel, what you saw, definitely bring it on the table. We have no problem. That's how we always think, and I believe that when staff start doing it, they always get a little happiness that okay, they have an open hand, whatever they want to prepare, they can prepare and they can try to present it.
So, as you have worked with like several renowned brands, which role do you consider like the turning point of your career?
As I said, in 2013-15, when I was in Chennai, that was my real turning point. I was fascinated about the hospitality industry, but when I went over there, when I opened up that restaurant, that was one of the restaurant which is which was a concept brought from Singapore, from the Hyatt group of hotels. Whereas that was the only Indian restaurant which was on 7 different floors, and you have to coordinate everything. Everything has to go on at the same time. So if you can prepare something in 5 minutes and I can prepare in 30 minutes, then you have to wait for me. You have to coordinate with me before serving. So those type of small things was there over there. Then that was best part of my life with the team. I worked around 70 people under one roof. Our manager over there was from Germany. Our directors was from US. All of them used to give us a lot of points, lot of learning was involved. They used to allow us to do a mistake, but they don't used to shout on it. They used to tell it that there was a mistake happened by someone. They never took your name, but the learning out of it was this. Now you know within your heart that okay, you were the one who did that, but your name has not been brought in front of those 70 people around. So you felt little confidence that okay, fine, I am not being ashamed. Nobody is laughing on me, but I am being able to learn something. So that was one of the turning point for me in my industry. Then from there, when I went to UAE, learning and talking into a different multicultural people. That was a mm, different knowledge for me. That was also something very nice, and it always helped me a lot to grow.
That was indeed a meaningful answer, sir. So, as we know that the hospitality sector is known for its competition, so
Yes.
how do you ensure operational excellence?
See, in hospitality industry, earlier we used to see that okay, it is only run by three or four departments. But as you grow in the line, as you look into the things, you are now beyond those four lines, whom you used to think is the most important. Now you are more into the backbone of that hospitality industry. Like we have a people from the whom we communicate. There are people from the procurement department. There are people from marketing department. We used to discuss each and everything with them, that how we are going to do, how we can control the cost, how we can promote ourselves. So in this industry currently, we are dealing with more of a backbone period of the hospitality industry, who can help us in running it in a better way, in terms of the cost, in terms of the promotion of the stores. So that's where we see the industry growing up.
Yes, sir. So, sir, as we know that these days technology is very important. So, I want to ask that what role does technology play in modern hospitality management?
See, currently the technology is a backbone for our hospitality industry. Especially if I have to point out the name, it can be a Meta, is basically the Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. These are the three major social media platforms which is used by maximum hospitality sectors and people. So over here, we try to we try to understand, learn how we can showcase ourselves and how we can increase our reach to the public. Because right now, the entire society is completely based on a mobile tech.
Yes.
Everybody is on a mobile. So this is where you have to capture it. Earlier, it was more of a print media. Then from print media, it went into the SMS, MMS media, but now it is completely on a reel, on a vlog, all the sectors. So in technology, these three are the major. Apart from this, we have the accounting technologies, which help us to understand that every day what we are earning, what we are losing, where we are investing. So that is one thing, the accounts part. So that is very important for us to learn, to understand, and to have an idea how we can control the things.
Yes, sir, I totally agree with you. So, moving on to the next question is that how do you maintain brand consistency across multiple outlets or business today?
See, maintaining a brand sustainability all across the different outlets or different places has got one key factor, that is your SOP, that is your standing operating procedure. So when you have a strong SOP and
Mm.
you have a strong team leaders in place, you just need to monitor that your SOPs are being followed or not. That's where the technology again help us. We look into that, okay, fine, this is where the amount is being going high or amount is low. Then we go and check. We understand that, okay, fine, there has been a miss of a SOP. There is somebody who has taken it lightly and just skipped it. There we can always catch the person that, okay, fine, you are making a mistake over here. This can always incur a loss for us. There is a lot of wastage, there is a lot of costs getting involved. So if a SOP is there, which is a strong SOP, which always get evolved, it cannot be fixed. It has to get evolved. Then the things keep on flowing, and you need to have a consistent training of your team members, because the team members can be a new, can be a old, but a training was always required for them, so that they should not miss a point that I can take a leverage doing something else rather than doing it in a straight way.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful answer. So, the next question is that how important is sustainability and eco-friendly practices in today's hospitality industry?
The sustainability is a very important uh, factor for us in this current market. Sustainability was a quite a challenging term in the year 2008-9 during that first recession, which most of us might have saw. Following with that, the sustainability got questionable again in the year 2020 during the COVID time. So these period definitely gave us a lot of understanding that how you have to sustain yourself, what are the best way you can be a flexible, you can move around and try to do something different where you are always there in a news in a market in a good section. So sustainability is very important for all of us. We need to understand if there is no sustainability and you are not ready to evolve and you're not flexible, then this market is not a long run horse race for you. It's gonna you gonna to fall down one good day. That's for sure.
So, based on your answer only, like what changes have you observed in customer expectations post pandemic?
Post pandemic, the one best part which we have understood about the Indian public, basically, if I have to say, is that most of them have a now sound knowledge about the food parts. So if you have to understand how somebody can say it, most of us during the COVID were locked at their house. So in that period, it was just the social media who used to run our daily activities. Somebody is making cake, somebody is making some other item, somebody is making dhokla. All these basic things were running on trending that days on social media during that 2020 lockdown. Somebody is making pani puri, everybody is eating. So it was becoming a trend that time. That's where the technology was evolving and people were running towards the technology, and currently now everybody is in that era. So similarly, when you were sustainable, when you were changing around the things, when you look into the new things coming up, you always need to evolve and you need to see where you can improvise the thing. So that's where in hospitality industry we always like to do a change. There are a lot of different celebration which you might have seen around. There's a 15th August celebration is happening. There is a Raksha Bandhan celebration is happening. Earlier it was not there, but now it's a part of their life. They have to do it. If they don't do it, then they are not there in the market.
That was very wonderful. So, my next question is that how can internships or part-time experiences shape a student's understanding of the industry?
See, I have seen apprenticeship. I have seen mainly people those who are pursuing the hospitality industry course. They are the maximum joiners in the internship part, whereas there are few people who have not done this course post their 12th or due to some other reason. They have also joined in, but it takes a lot of time for them to grow. But internship mainly, I believe that the people those who are in the hospitality schools, they are the one who get the opportunity better compared to the other field people. Whereas if you look into the secondary part of the hospitality, which is more about the tech part, more about the accounting part, more about the procurement part, that anybody can join from any different field. There is no as such hindrance. So that part during the initial phases, I have seen a lot of in the hospitality industry, in the hotels industry over here in India. But looking into the smaller internship programs running in the smaller organizations or in the restaurant only chains, you can find only in the hotel industry.
Thank you, sir. So, how can management students apply classroom learning to real world business challenges?
See, in classroom learning, we used to get a lot of idea that how the things start basically. Now, if you have to run in this fast-paced world, or if you want to sustain for a long in this fast-paced world, there should be a capacity for you just to stand, first of all. Once you know how you have to stand, or once you know how you have to start your first step, then only you can run. So when you are there in the classroom, there are lot of things which you come to learn. There are a lot of things which you will miss, which you will not understand. But what you have learned, don't forget that. That learning is also a good enough fuel for you to stand in this fast-paced world, to run in this world, and slowly and gradually you should have that capacity of being flexible, of being uh, adaptable. Then once you are running, once you are walking, you will definitely get all this knowledge, all this experience, and then you old saying in our industry, it was a very old saying that uh, at the age of 65 the KFC was born, but there are some people at the age of 35 who become a CEO also. So it doesn't matter that you are not a CEO at the age of 35, but it was a matter that you are ready to evolve. That guy who is running a KFC, which we all love, which we all love to go and hype or hop on, he imagined till the age of 65 where everybody start thinking of retirement. He made up his mind from there. So these things are there which we all need to learn, which we all need to see. We should have a positive attitude, and once we have these things, we will definitely grow ahead.
The answer was very quite informative. So my next question is that uh, how, how do you balance profitability with quality service in restaurants and hotels?
See, profitability is the one major factor which everybody is working for, whether
Yeah.
it's you, whether it is your owner. We all are working for one thing, which is a profitability. And once you have a profitability, you always look into gaining some sort of monetary terms benefit. That can be your salary hike or your lifestyle is getting changed. So profitability is something where you always look into. There are many factors in the industries, across the industries, where you have to control the cost part just to get the profitability. There are a lot of area where you need to invest somewhere to get more profitability. So it is just the right decision at the right time what you make. That is something which is very important. Secondly, is you cannot take a step back by taking one call and then not succeeding. That is where you have to keep evolving. Your investor who is involved, he should have that much of patience, because the person who is investing, he has invested a huge amount of a huge sum of money in the initial period, way before we were hired. So we are saying him to invest, keep on investing more, rather than keep on investing more. If we say that okay, fine, this month I will control and I will make money. Next month I will invest and I will make money. So that balance gives a lot of confidence to that guy, and he gives a lot of confidence in you, and he gives you much more open arm to explore, to grow and to expand it better.
That was a great answer. So, what is your strategy for handling customer complaints effectively?
See, with regards to a customer complaint, there is one thing which is very common for all of us, whichever sector we all are working in. We have to have a capacity of listening first. As I said earlier, also, a good manager is a person who has a capacity of listening rather than hearing. So if you listen to a person's complaint, is basically we never call it as a complaint. We always call it as a suggestive or a constructive feedback. Whether it is good, whether it is bad, doesn't matter. It's for us. It's a constructive feedback. So when you listen to that person, that he is saying something or she is saying something, never think that anything, then you are the biggest mistake holder in your life. We always say that whosoever is coming, if they are giving us an insight of our thing, always take it from them, learn from them, and improvise it better. Once you improvise the things better, then only you will grow in your life. And then where that is the area where you can change. In current scenario, you will get mainly people coming investing money in your place, either eating, dining, shopping around, and then they will leave. They will not speak to you anything. But those people are, we say, are more dangerous. Like person came, they invested, saw 100 rupees, 1,000 rupees, and they just left. They neither said good nor said they said bad, but they are not coming again. They will go outside and they will say to 10 people. Now those 10 people will also not come. So for us, the major marketing is the old school marketing of a word of mouth. So our job is to try to go and approach each and every individual who's available in the restaurant under one roof, ask, and try to ask the best thing that where we can always improve. What are the things you believe that I should do better, or something someone else is giving better than me? Because we are running under one roof throughout the day. These are the people who keep on hopping around different places. So they can always give you a better answer. So we should take that always as a constructive feedback.
I totally agree with you, sir. So my next question is that what has been the most rewarding moment of your 16-year career so far?
My most rewarding period in this industry was year 2013 when I moved from Gurgaon on 5th of July 2013, 5th of January 2013 to Chennai. So that time when I went over there, first ever time I was into the restaurant side, which has a multi cuisine, different areas we are serving. There were a lot of new things to learn. Whether you talk about a small ingredients, there were 10 different types of a mushrooms. There were 40 different types of a potatoes. I say that I never understood all this thing, man. I see a potato is a potato, but no, there are a different type of potatoes. So all those things when we started learning, I start initially started feeling a pressure that I think so I came to a wrong place. But the leadership under whom we went, the manager who was from Germany, he used to teach us a lot of different things. The director who was all the way from US, there was a lot F&B learner, F&B trainer who was being called all the way from Singapore just to train us. So all these different people, when they invested their time, when they tried to make us understand that what is what, there I felt that okay, fine. If they are trying to teach me something, I can also try to learn something. I will gain some knowledge. There I started learning. I understood the love, the affection of a team, the love, the affection of a learning in your prosperity of your career. That was one of the most turning point. And till date, whenever we talk in our friend circle, we always remember those days of 2013, 2015. We always talk about those periods. We always take that as a role model. We were doing that over there, and today we have to do this. From there only, we four of us have joined hand together, and we have operated this industry over here in at present. So one is running in Delhi. I am currently based in Patna right now, but in 2 days I will be moving back to Kolkata again, where we already opened up. So this is where we all joined together. That old team who was there, we all had a belief among each other. That's where today we all are in hand to hand and we are growing. This is how a team grows generally. This is how a individual grow with your
Yes.
betterment and with your politeness and your skill. Someone or the other in your team member will definitely like it, and that can be a changing part. And that's how the partners are building up in this new entrepreneurship era.
Thank you, sir. So my next question is that what are the emerging trends you see reshaping the restaurant management today?
See, the um, new trends which is coming around in this industry are mainly with regards to the design prospect, how you are designing your organization, basically. As because we discussed about the tech part, so the people right now are more of your Instagrammable loving side. So they need something or some area where they can be having a more Instagrammable experience, more area to click snaps, share it on their Snapchat, or earlier it was TikTok. So this thing has given us a lot of insight that we have to improvise. We have to see what we are putting up in our artifacts areas, how we are designing our places, why we are designing it this way, how we can lit it up, or how we can dim the light to explore the entire condition more. So that's how we have done it. So that is something which is very important nowadays. Apart from that, the food industry is every day is growing up, every day is changing. The cocktails are always getting innovative. So that is completely different. That's a different things going around. So those are the major things.
So, what role does employee training play in maintaining the service quality?
See, training, I already discussed it earlier also in some part that when you have a right SOPs, the standard operating procedure, it has
Yeah.
to be trained. You have a right SOP that you feel in your heart or it's in your laptop doesn't make any sense until and unless it is not being shared with each and everyone in the team members. The SOP which you have made, the pain you have taken to think, to type, to uh, to discuss with your with your seniors or supervisors, then re-edit it. All those pain which you have taken, if it is just kept in your laptop or a pen drive, then it's of no use until unless it is being discussed with the team member. The team member are the one who is gonna to implement what you thought actually on the laptop. Because SOPs we always just type it on the Word and a PPT documents, and we just send an email that boss, my project is complete. But that project is not complete and this cannot be completed until unless it is being flashed and opened up on the floor. Once you open it up on the floor, your team member will come in, they will have some other option, they will have some other idea. That is where you evolve. You think, okay, fine, this is how it is happening. I thought it will be a straight line, but it is not a straight line, it is a circular area. So for circular area, you have to travel in a different mode. For a straight line, you have to travel in a different mode. So you have to change that in your SOP. That time you cannot be rigid that no, I made it, so you have to follow it. So that is where we always do a training. A training is compulsory, and with the current, I will be very clean on this that with the current manning which we have in this era, you instead of just having a training, there is a second phase that is called a test, a written test. That is most important. Once you train, half an hour, 1 hour break, and do a test for them. Once you do a test, you definitely get the clear picture who have understood and who have not. When you understand that the person has not understood, your responsibility is to make him learn the same thing again. Again a test. Again not performing. Again a training. You have to give a person bare minimum four chance.
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, you, I have seen many managers coming and telling me that this staff doesn't work well. I say, okay, fine. I understand he doesn't work well. You tell me what you have trained him and where is the question and answer. Oh, that I don't have it. No, that means you have never trained that person. You have
Yes, sir.
never trained that person. You have not told him what you are looking from him. And today you are coming and telling me that he is not good. Why? Because I don't know how to do a training. That is the major thing. I, as an individual, don't know how to talk. How people will think that am I saying a right English, wrong English? I said that don't hesitate. You speak wrong, but at least tend to speak. Once you tend to speak, you will learn. You will have that fear of not speaking in front of 4 people, 5 people, 10 people. That will automatically come out. So that is which is training is a compulsory part in each and every segment of your life, whether you are in a school, in college, in job, internship, wherever you are.
So, sir, my next question is that what message would you convey to students aspiring to become future leaders in hospitality and business management?
See, with business management, I will always suggest that students should have much more uh, thorough knowledge and idea of using your basic tools, or your first and the foremost, uh, you can say it or talk it like your girlfriend or a boyfriend, that is your laptop. You should have a basic knowledge of your Microsoft, how you are going to use it, because the Microsoft is the only application which is currently running in this entire world, where you are doing everything. It can be Excel, it can be a PowerPoint, it can be a Word, it can be a PDF editing. Nowadays, when you see a word, it is changing toward a AI trend. So now to give a command to a AI, still you need to know how you have to switch on your laptop, how what command you need to type. So if you know how you are using your basic computer skill, and if you keep on learning it, then you can always implement something in your in your personal and professional life wherever you are working. Apart from that, I believe that whichever segment or whichever sector you are planning to move ahead, please do keep looking into the company profile, what they are doing, how they are doing. Have a basic knowledge about the segments or the sectors where you are working, what new is coming, what was old, how it is different. So those development will always guide you to do better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anurag sir, for that engaging and informative talk and for sharing your valuable insights with us. Now, if anybody would like to ask any questions from the participants, they can unmute themselves.
अनुराग जी नमस्कार।
Namaskar ji.
सर प्रोफेसर महेश शर्मा दिस साइड।
Sir ji, good evening. How are you?
आई एम गुड सर, थैंक यू सर। सर आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क वन थिंग। कुछ सालों से ना एक टर्म चल रही है, बड़ी अच्छी टर्म है सर, उसे बोलते हैं कॉर्पोरेट चाणक्य।
जी,
सर थोड़ा सा इसके ऊपर आई जस्ट वांट टू थ्रो सम लाइट ऑन टू दिस। ओवर टू यू सर, थैंक यू।
see, corporate Chanakya is basically people have just come up with this new term in the market, which was much more inspired by the political term uh, of a whom we all know in the politics is a more of a Chanakya. Uh, in the corporate Chanakya, people generally like to see how the things, how he is basically driving up the things, uh, what are the different areas these persons are developing, and how he can give a lot of impact in the market. For us in the hospitality industry, there were two people whom we always used to understand as the Chanakya of our industry. One was Mr. Oberoi, late Mr. Oberoi, and another one was Mr. late Ratan Tata. They both were the Chanakyas for us in the hospitality industry. We used to gain a lot of, we had a lot of, uh, you can say, and a lot of love and admire for them, whatever they have done for us, for our industry, in this society, for India, since the pre-opening, since the uh, you can say independence days of India. So we always used to believe them as a Chanakya, and they always guide us that how you can grow better in any tough situation. Like 2000, like 2011 was a dark day for us. In Taj Mumbai was a different scenario, but they opened it up in just 6 days. All those were the learning, and how you have to be self motivated and stand in front of the team. That was the learning which we used to get from them.
Correctly said, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else having any query? Any question? Ivanshi, you may continue, please.
Yes, ma'am. We are truly grateful for the presence of our distinguished speaker, Mr. Anurag Singh, sir. Your valuable insights into hospitality leadership, management excellence, and corporate growth have made this session truly inspiring and enriching for all of us. On behalf of DSPSR, I sincerely thank you, sir, for sharing your time, experience, and expertise with us. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Tanisha for moderating this session so gracefully. My heartfelt thanks go to our respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, and my dear fellow students for their active participation and constant support in making this event a grand success. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you, everyone, and I wish everyone a happy Diwali in advance.
Same to you, sir.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you, and